Sierra stepped out of the hot shower, slipped into her terry cloth robe, and cuddled up with a spiced tea and the new Socratic dialogue on her sofa. The dialogue had no title, no translator listed, but it read a lot like Benjamin Jowett, the great Oxford Victorian who had rendered so much of Plato into English. Sierra had read it 5 times already. The first page contained just a preface signed only Ed, which was almost certainly short for editor, not Edward, Edwin, or Edmund. Quote, "The following is a translation of a manuscript self-identified as written by Plato. Carbon-14 dating enhanced mode situates the papyrus and the ink upon it as approximately 400 CE. The date of this manuscript's creation, not the date of the original writing, which, if Plato was indeed its author, would be much earlier. The manuscript was unearthed in excavations near Alexandria, Egypt, in the first decade of the 21st century," end quote. Sierra pressed her face against the warm teacup and her back and neck into the sofa. It wrapped around her, felt so good, so comforting. And no, it was still on sleep mode from last night, and Sierra didn't want to feel quite so relaxed right now. She ran her hand on the side of the sofa and flicked the read control. The contours of the sofa subtly adjusted. Sierra felt energized, strong. She turned the page. Persons of the dialogue: Socrates. Andros, a visitor. Scene, the prison of Socrates. Socrates. What time is it? Andros. The dawn broke a little while ago. Socrates. I must have been dozing. I did not see you enter. Andros. You were indeed dozing when I arrived. Socrates. You've come to take me to my destiny? I am more than willing, but I thought I would be allowed another day or two. Andros. I am indeed here to take you to your destiny, if indeed you are willing. Socrates. I just said that I was. I may criticize the state, but I do not presume to place myself above it. Andros. The destiny I am here to offer you, Socrates, may be different from the one you suppose. Socrates. Different? I would never accept a life that prevented me from praising good and denouncing evil, and placing myself beyond the state would put me in just such a compromised position. Andros. Yet you would accept death, Socrates, and via hands you know are unjust. Socrates. Ah, so you are indeed here to try to persuade me against death. This is the destiny you wish me to avoid? Andros. Yes. Socrates. You are not the first suitor to make that proposition. Andros. I know. Socrates. Such a proposition obviously has much to commend it. Andros. Yes. Socrates. But I would tell you what I tell all such noble souls. Attractive as such a proposition is to me, I cannot accept it, for such would entail my commission of an evil, at least as great as that of those who wish to end my life. It would say that I was lying when previously I maintained that criticism of the state, to be taken seriously, required an ultimate acceptance of the authority of the state, flawed as it may be. My fleeing now, evading this authority, would make all of that a lie. Andros. Suppose I were to tell you, Socrates, that you could leave this prison and live without flouting the authority of the state. Socrates. I would say you are dreaming, and you are wrong to tempt an old man with an impossible dream. For how could I possibly leave here and not show contempt for the decision of the state that I must die here? Andros. What if your body did die here, but you did not? Socrates. You mean my soul would live, but my material essence would die? There are those who claim that the two, soul and body, are inseparable, and when one dies, so must the other. Do you deny that? Andros. I mean to say, your material essence and your soul would be saved. Both would be saved and would live. And another material essence of you would die here, absent any spirit. Socrates, how could that be? Are you suggesting my soul will inhabit another body? Andros, no, I am saying both bodies, the one with your soul, the other without, would be yours. Socrates, as far as I know, my material body is unique. There is but one of me, not two. Andros, have you ever seen twins? Socrates, yes, they do seem to have the same physical body at birth, I grant you. Are you telling me that there is a twin of me, whom I do not know? Even so, by this age, my age, we would likely not look exactly the same. The world wears our bodies in different ways. Andros, no, as far as I know, your mother did not bear you and a twin. But are you seeing where this may lead? Socrates, no, I am not, for even if I had a twin, and even if he were willing to trade places with me here at this late hour and die in my stead when the ship from Delos arrives, it would not be right for me to allow that to happen. It would be an unspeakable act of cowardice for me, an act of evil upon the body and soul of my brother. That would be far worse than the evil of my simply escaping. Andros, yes, it certainly would be, but what if it were only his body that was left in your place? And what if he were not truly your brother, not born of your mother? And what if he were not truly alive? What if he were just a perfect copy of your body in every way but one? What if it had no soul? It would then not be truly intelligent, not fully alive. Socrates, leaving aside for a moment the impossibility of what you are proposing, where would you take me? Andros, somewhere close to Ithaca and Syracuse.
Entertainment Weekly says the plot to save Socrates is challenging fun. The New York Daily News says it's a Da Vinci-esque thriller. And Curled Up with a Good Book says Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplottosavesocrates.com.